G'day, this is Simon and James at a perfect South OC Cars and Coffee. Look at this weather, nothing but blue skies. A cool turnout of some cars as well. What have you seen, James?
There's a gorgeous orange Huracan STO in the front row, and then right across from that, we have a really lovely color-shifting Aventador SV, one of the most ridiculous specs I've ever seen. I believe it's a Roadster as well. We'll go check out those in a second. What have you seen?
Paul, one of our volunteers, brought in an amazing 1956 Bel Air that I've already made car of the week. When I looked at this thing, incredible. It's actually come from the factory with the same motor they used at the Corvette at the time. Solid cam, dual carb, amazing car. So we'll walk past that in a while, but make sure to check that out in car of the week as well. Hey, enough of us. Let's go for a walk and check some stuff out.
Here we have to check out these two side-by-side Lamborghini Huracan STOs. Absolutely gorgeous cars. They're essentially street-legal track cars based on the Huracan Super Trofeo Evo, which is Lamborghini's track car. They're both gorgeous. The only difference between these two, aside from the paint, is that this one is actually supercharged. It's owned by VF Engineering. It has their VF 830 kit. So this car makes about 830 horsepower, powered by a Magnuson supercharger root style that bolts right on the top of the naturally aspirated V10, making about 6 pounds of boost. So they are two gorgeous cars. We have to welcome back to the exotics row one of my favorite Huracans we've ever had at the show. I believe this is a Huracan Evo, either a 2019 or a 2020, finished in a beautiful green metallic with gold wheels, and it just works perfectly, especially with the white interior. I mean, this car is just beautiful. Let's stop and take a look at this gorgeous Lamborghini Aventador SV Roadster in a color shift kind of paint job to it. I thought it was a wrap when I first saw it from afar, but it is actually paint. You can see the flake in it. This thing is just absolutely gorgeous. I think it might be lowered a little bit. Looks like it might have some wheel spaces on there as well, just to help with the fitment. And then it does have a titanium exhaust as well. I heard it when it came in, and I bet this thing absolutely screams out of its 6.5 liter V12.
Ton of motorcycles again this morning. Check out the row through here. Look at this old school, looks like 1960s chopper here. Isn't it great seeing something like this? I don't know whether this is original or this is a recreation, but looks like it could be a survivor to me, especially with that original old plate like that. Man, amazing to think people used to hop on these things and ride across the country. Wouldn't want to go through a dusty road with that open carby with no air cleaner on it. Very, very great to see. This is really great to see. We have 3 generations of BMW motorcycles here, all very, very different, but so great to see. In fact, these two over here are probably a similar age. There's this R100 here. Judging by the motor design, tank and everything else, I think these two probably started their lives as basically, well, this one over here at least, the black one, as the same motorcycle, but next to it, S1000. Isn't it great to see these different looks, different takes, different generations, all on BMW?
Have to get a video of this gorgeous 992 GT3 rolling out right now. Powered by a flat 6, making right around 500 horsepower. And the best part about this specific model is that it's offered in a manual, which that car has. It is beautiful.
Massive turnout again. Check this out. Thousands and thousands of people. I'm guessing around 1,200 cars. Perfect day for it. Now here's something you don't see many of anymore. This is a Mitsubishi Starion. Car, of course, made famous by the movie Cannonball Run. And it's just something that you just don't see. They were a great car, turbocharged for the time, a quick little car. And it's really good to see one in the flesh after all these years. When I saw this Alfa Romeo come in earlier, you could tell that it's not original. Someone's done a ton of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful custom coachwork on this. And I use the word coachwork as opposed to customization, because when you look at the way those taillights and everything have been done on this car, it's just absolutely wonderful. It's just such a beautiful car. This is this week's car of the week. This car belongs to Paul. Beautiful 1956 Chevy. I don't want to show you too much because I want you to see our car of the week video, but spec'd with the same motor they put in the Corvette at the particular time. Twin carb, solid cam motor. Just the most beautiful interior. Even has the original spare tyre that came with the car. All the original bright work on it as well. Make sure to check that out. A very, very worthy car of the week winner, Paul's magnificent 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air. walking through the show, it's important to keep an eye out for cars that stand out. This is one of them. This is a Hellcat. Straight away, the first thing I picked was, look at this, it's running Who's Your Front Runners on the front, so really, obviously, really skinny tyres. And then the telltale for me was on the back. This is running Mickey Thompson ET Street Pro. So these are like proper slicks. Obviously, big sidewall on those as well. And then full roll cage. I was just speaking to the owner. He's got it down to the low 9s. Car's basically just had a pulley and a tune. It's around about 900 at the wheel, but amazing to think that in this day and age you can take a car that's relatively stock, put a smaller pulley to bring the boost up. He said it's running about 19 pounds now on E85, and you can get cars down into the 9 seconds. Mind-blowing. Years ago, if you had an 11-second car, you had an extremely quick, very modified car. And these days, somebody can do it with something like this and have it reliable and drive it to a car show. Very cool. Two classics leaving us here. This first one, this 32 hot rod. Notice that motor, that scalloped head, that's the 348. That they also use the same block for the 409, or the same design for the 409. Didn't keep that motor going very long. And then this beautiful Bel Air sitting behind it in that powder blue. Just classic American motoring history there. I feel like I'm right back in the 50s. Really neat 51 Ford F1 pickup for sale here. Flathead V8 in it. It's just a great looking truck. So classic. Interior all done nicely, so is the bed. What a great old cruiser this is. Somebody could buy this and have a ton of fun with it. Great looking old truck.
Okay, that's going to do it for another weekend here at South OC Cars and Coffee here in San Clemente, California. What a wonderful selection of cars we've had today. Wasn't it great? Huge shout out to all the sponsors for making this show possible. We have Meguiar's, Polestar, Share Your Car, Next Level Detailing, Pacific Air Cooled, BMW Performance Center West, RPM Accessories, Modern Retrofits, as well as Teen Road to Safety. And then huge shout out to all of our volunteers as well for coming out each and every week and helping us put on this event. We really couldn't do it without them. Remember, if you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. It's where we handle all of our merchandise and then all of our volunteer rostering as well. Remember, if you are a volunteer, you get to bring your car in a bit early, right before we open up. And then Ruby Zana does also supply a free coffee and donuts. Speaking of merchandise, make sure you go and check out our website and also our Instagram as well. We have these 2 new shirts, a bunch of other stuff as well. We have new jet tags, a whole bunch of designs coming soon.
Yeah, very, very cool. Big thank you to the Outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. Couldn't do it without them, so make sure to support all of the stores and restaurants. Tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. And of course, a big thank you to the City of San Clemente for allowing us to be here as well. Have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, all that sort of stuff below. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Imagine